Okay, Tubies, this is my last video for the day of my lesson. And I'm going to end it with the element of spirit. In witchcraft we have 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And the spirit is usually, signified in many different ways. The spirit's direction is usually the center, the self, and the now. Its associations are unification, magic, change, transformation, alchemy, and divinity. So the gods are the spirit. And the qualities are infinity, timeless, and spacelessness. The everything, the all, and the nothing. The colors: white, black, and purple. That's what I would use purple for. I wouldn't have used it for water, if that's the last one I did. I believe it said you'd use it in water. I thought that was... I mean, like I said, it's all up to you on that aspect. Yeah, it was water. It's just not the way I'm used to. It's completely up to you. It's just completely dependent on how you see things. The elemental beings are the helixes. Again, I have no clue what those are. I've never heard of that in my life. I just got this information not too long ago. This written information, anyway. The animals are the spiders. Spiders are images of the goddess, normally. That doesn't mean they're sacred. I mean, you shouldn't harm anything if you really necessarily need to. But that's the animals of spirit. The stones are amethyst and quartz, which is why many people wear the quartz crystals and amethyst stones. The mythological being would be the Sphinx. The tarot suit, the entire major arcana, is of the spirit. The trumps of the tarot suit: the magician, the high priestess, the hierophant, the hermit, the wheel of the year, or the wheel, or the cycle, however it's referred to, temperance, star, and judgment. The life cycle is before birth and after birth. Basically, the time when your soul is not in your body. Symbols, common symbols are spirals, Star of David, and unicircle, hexagram. The chakra is the crown and the shadows. I have never heard of the shadows, I'm sorry. But the crown and I believe the third eye can also be used for the spirit. The types of magic you'd want to do is spiritual, religious, pathwork, or time travel. And those attributes for those. There are many tools, many symbols for spirits. I'm not familiar with too many. My triangular rock that I had with my Futhark on it, the elemental symbols, or magical symbols, I'm sorry, would be perfect because it's points upwards, this relating to the spirit. Another thing you could use is perhaps a pyramid. You know, this is just the stupid Ferrero Rocher thing, but if you want to spray paint it gold, if you're in the Egyptian pantheon, that's just cool. And those work real well. They would normally go in the center. It's pointing up. It would usually go in the center of your altar. The widest known common element in the element of spirit is that of the Book of Shadows. The Book of Shadows is everything in one. It has all your secrets, all messages from the gods to you in this thing. It is one of the most powerful tools that you have. It could be your life, for all you know. It could be your bloodline. Anything can go in this. The spirits are the gods. You can use many items to represent the gods. For example, I mean, statues, obviously. Freshman in high school, I made a statue. Yes, it was 9th grade in 2006. I made a statue of my patron god, Anubis. quite well, I might add. I'm not a very good artist, that's why I was kind of surprised. Show you his eyes. And I kind of gave him a little texture so he looks old. And, he's a very, you know, good, visualization for my altar, if and when I ever get one. And a very good, representation of the god. I don't have any goddess statues. I really wish I did. I never did make a goddess statue. It was at the time I was obsessed with Anubis. I found Anubis and I found him. And I know you're wondering, like, didn't you say Bridget is your matron goddess? I'm like, yes, I mean, Bridget is my matron goddess and Anubis is my patron god. But I love them both, but they don't quite go together as consorts. So I have to bounce back and forth between the two of them. And I haven't really worked with them together. I mean, perfect balance. He's more negative and dark, and she's more good and pure. But I wouldn't... He's not evil, but you know what I'm saying. Anubis, in fact, was the assistant or helper to Isis. The best friend to Isis. That's why he's usually depicted as with the head of a jackal or the head of a dog. And speaking of dog, a great common element that can be used in your altar, your circle, are stuffed animals. I have here, this is the oldest stuffed animal I have. This thing is older than probably me. But I got this thing when I must have been 3 or 4 years old. I am 18. I'll be 19 in September. This thing is old. He used to bark when you squeeze him. But every time I hold this thing, I feel comforted. It's very, it's got a lot of my energy throughout my life. So I could, if I wanted to, use this as me or an indication of the spirit. I have another one here. This one's brand new. I got it for Valentine's Day this year. You've probably seen these at Walmart. They are very soft. I don't understand it, but all the stuffed animals now are so soft. But that's relevant. This we use it Valentine's Day, you know. I bought this myself with my own money because my childhood I had a dog and it looked exactly like this. She was half blue heeler, half Rottweiler, and we named her Cleo after Cleopatra, but and she died about a year ago. And this reminds me so much of her, and I feel like by having this, she is the guardian of my circle or my altar. And I just see it every day, and I always think of her. And so, I mean, this too, I mean, these are all good qualities. You can use any quality of life in the spirit attributes or in your altar. So yeah, that's basically all I have. Anything of nature can be used for spirit. And the most easiest of all is you. You are the element of spirit, I'm sorry. You are usually identified. In a coven, it's usually the goddess or the god, the high priest and high priestess. I'm not thinking while I'm talking, I'm sorry. The high priest and the high priestess symbolize the god, therefore they are the spirit of the circle. They're the element of spirit, and so are the covenant members. So that is my lesson on the elements. I'm running into my 10-minute limit here, so I will say have a blessed week. I hope y'all had a fun holidays over this Easter break. In Texas, we have the whole cascarona thing where they have the eggshells and you hit them over the head with the glitter. I don't know how far north that's gone. Please let me know because I really would love to know. But anyway, I hope y'all had fun, and I hope this is very influential on your path work. And blessed be.